I feel a bit emotional, to be honest. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very, very special episode of the Groove Junction. We are back, yes, with another episode, but this episode, it's our birthday episode, everyone. We are 1 year old this week on the Groove Junction. And before we get into that and a bit of reminiscing about what we've got up to over the last year, I'm going to introduce the main man himself. But actually, before I do that, I just need to climb to the top of the mountain, and I need to announce him correctly. Can you hear me, everyone? All right. I'm just going to introduce him. He is the main man himself, the one I can't do this podcast without on a week-to-week basis. It's DJ John Colley, everyone.
Oh, mate, you found the buttons, didn't you? You found all the special effects buttons.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I've gone
Love
to
that.
town. Well, it is our birthday after all. Hi, John.
Hello, mate.
Welcome along.
Thanks for having me again.
I feel a bit emotional, to be honest.
Okay. Why?
Yeah, it's
Why?
like it. Why? Because it's a year. We've done this every week for a year solid.
Yeah. Never missed a week. Never missed a week.
Yeah, no, we're not missed a week. But yeah, it's quite remarkable. But yeah,
It's been a journey,
anyway,
hasn't it?
yeah,
It's been a journey.
It has been a journey, and yeah, and I've enjoyed most of it.
Oh, I've enjoyed all of it, to be fair. But never mind.
Okay.
If there's,
Look, I'd say, of course I've enjoyed it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of it has been a little bit stressful along the way, but we'll talk about that as we get through it. But
Okay.
yes, everyone, welcome for this very special edition of our 1 year anniversary of the podcast. Where it's just a bit more of a recap, really, and towards the end of the podcast, we are going to do our prize draw. We mentioned last week on the podcast we've been donated a number of gifts from a number of people, which we'll mention, and we're going to do the spinny wheel prize draw later on in the show. But before we get into that, as always, we're going to head over to the rundown, which is sponsored by our good friends at Pro Mobile Magazine.
The Groove Junction Rundown is sponsored by Pro Mobile Magazine, the magazine that's got it all. It's a game changer. They don't just do surface level reviews, they dive deep with real practical insights. And the interviews, they feature some heavy hitters sharing seriously valuable advice. But it's not just about DJ gear. They cover everything. Marketing techniques, and even the latest tech trends like AI, which is super relevant right now. Honestly, if you're serious about your DJ career, you need to check them out. And here's the best part, we've got an exclusive deal just for the Groove Junction listeners. You can subscribe right now by searching Pro Mobile Magazine and hitting the subscribe button. Just use our special code GroovePMSUB for a 25% discount on your first year's subscription, which is 6 magazines delivered to your door. That's Pro Mobile Magazine. Don't miss out.
Thank you, Pro Mobile Magazine, for sponsoring the rundown. So, John,
Yes,
tell me, what did you get up to last week?
Right. So Friday, Friday, I was allowed to go and set up for Saturday's party early, which was a bit of a bonus, right? So I took my boy with me and we set it all up. It was a 70th birthday Saturday night. And the idea was to get it all set up, get it ready for Saturday so that on Saturday afternoon, I could pop in to Pop World and see you. And then I could see you and then I could go to the party and I wouldn't have to worry about setting it all up because it's already done for me. So that was that. So Saturday was literally nothing really Friday. Saturday popped into Pop World, see you. Good fun that was. Enjoyed that. And then over to do a 70th birthday party. And it was one of them typical 70th birthday parties. You know, can we just have some background music to start with? Yeah, no problem. Within about half an hour, it's like, we just want to talk. Can you turn the music down? And I'm like, mate, it's a party. no, just can you just turn it down just a little bit? And I'm like, right, okay. And to be fair, like literally, if I said like half a dozen songs people dance to, that was it. And I was just like, right.
Really?
And then it was the standard thing at the end. I always go before I start packing away. I always go and see the party person. And I sort of say, "Oh, thank you ever so much for having me. Were you happy with what you got?" You know. And I'm thinking, well, it doesn't matter if you weren't happy because I can't change it now. It's too late. You know. Oh, mate, the music was fantastic. So many people have said how good you were. Can we have some cards? And you know, you think that's just standard chit chat. But they probably hated it because no one was dancing. But it was their playlist. You know, and then as soon as I deviated off of their playlist, one bloke come up to me and said, "Oh, see, I don't think this was on the playlist, mate." And I'm like, "No, it wasn't. I'm just padding it out because you've given me like 30 songs to play over the next like 4.5 hours." So, but yeah, no, it was good. And then the bonus for that as well is that I didn't have to pack any of it away because on the Sunday I was there in the afternoon to do a children's party. So I arranged with the venue and said, "Look, you know, can I leave it all set up?" And they were like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "What's up?"
Pre-planning, they call that, John.
Well, yeah, well, to a certain degree, because the thing is, I had 2 children's parties on Sunday. I had one in the morning near where I live, but of course, all my white setup was all set up in Braintree, so I had to use the black setup in the Riddle. So I did that. So I had, by the time I got back to the afternoon one in Braintree, I had 2 setups. I had a full white setup and a full black setup to fit in my car. Tetris, mate. I'm a genius. I am.
Do you know what? I love a bit of car Tetris. I don't know, and this goes for people who've got vans who do it out of vans and everything else with their equipment. I love a bit of Tetris.
Yeah,
Works,
mate, it's good fun.
Yeah, and you go, actually, I've actually gained a little bit more room. But when you do it again,
it's never the same.
You never the same. Never the same twice.
You know what? I have loaded my car and I have taken photos and I'm like, right, posh. And it comes to packing it away and I'm thinking, well, I put it in the right place. So what the photo said, but why is it not fitting in?
Do you take photographs of each stage?
No. To be fair, I don't. But I should do. You know, and do a little video on it or something like that. Like, you know, this is stage 1. You know.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, I ain't got time for that, Matt. To be fair. And my video editing skills are like, you know, there's a lot to be to design. They are shocking, man.
They are. No, I've seen them.
I know, you know, but I think that's probably why, because you were so brutally honest and blunt with me. I think that's probably why I don't do any more videos that much.
Yeah, but don't blame it on me because you're not putting any videos out. Learn how to edit them.
Yeah,
I nearly swore then on the podcast, and I'm afraid I'm not going to do that.
I've got fat fingers. That's the problem. And anyway, it is what it is. To be fair, most of the stuff I do is like, it's not an excuse. Well, yeah, no, it's a little excuse. Most of the stuff I do are like kids stuff, so I don't do any social media for those at all. Same with the schools.
No.
Just don't do it. So I'm busy, which is good. I'm happy with that. Sunday, that was Sunday. What did I do today? Today I had a summer camp, children's summer camp thing outside, just 2 hours, like singing, dancing, music. That was good fun. Yeah, that was good fun. And now I'm here celebrating our 1-year birthday.
So last week I had a corporate, which I failed to mention last week on last week's pod. But yeah, I had a corporate on the Thursday night, which was good. Nothing Friday, which was really nice. Nice, chilled, and not going out. And then Saturday, obviously, was doing the 80s, 90s, and noughties event in Pop World in Chelmsford in the afternoon. And then just before I was about to start the Pop World one, I had a request to see whether or not I'd go and do a warm-up slot and end of the night slot for Walk Fest, a walkabout. They held like a bit of a festival type thing going on in Colchester, which is only 20 minutes down the road from Chelmsford in Essex. So I said yes. So I went and did a warm-up bit for a DJ called Act On. Very good, very, very talented DJ and producer. Really nice guy. Really, really nice guy. So I did 11 till 1:30. No, 11 till 12:30. He did 12:30 till 1:30, and then I did 1:30 till 3.
Oh
So I
wow.
started at 3 o'clock on the Saturday in the afternoon, finished at 8, had a bite to eat, drove to the next town in Essex, and then did that second gig that I just mentioned, and finished at 3 o'clock.
Nice. So was you
Yeah.
taking over? Was you taking over from another DJ when you got there?
So when I got there, there was a very young local DJ who was doing an hour just to profile himself. And then I I turned up. There wasn't many people in there when I turned up. It was just this guy, a few of his mates. Nice big stage. On the stage there was very big DJ riser with mixer, 4 CDJ 3000s, and yeah, on this stage was this DJ and his two mates behind him, giving it like
What, to no one?
big time. Yeah, no, yeah, there was hardly anyone in there, and yeah, it just looked, yeah. But no, look, it's good, and it should encourage it. But I turned up ready to start at 11, and I stood next to the stage around about 5 to 11, and I'm just loitering there, and the DJ, he's clocked me, but then has failed then not to like invite me up
Oh,
as
really?
such, or
Oh,
invite
wow.
me into that, because it's sort of the DJ etiquette side of things. You turn up and you just stay at the back or to the side until like, and so it gets to 11 and he's not moved, and I can still see him scrolling through looking for more music selections, and I'm like, he doesn't want to get off.
Yeah,
And good luck to him if wants to do that. And then and in the end, the manager of the venue came over and like said, "Off, he's on." So
Get out.
he literally he just went like this and just went. So I set everything up that way I wanted it on the mixer and reset all the tempo sliders and put everything the way I would want it, how I would want to receive said system
Yeah.
if I was handing it over to someone else, and it was all over the place. And so I just changed what I needed to change. Anyway, and then I think I got on around about 5 past 11. So then I did my set, and then Acton came on, and he was really good. But yeah, no, it was good. It was really good. It was a real. It was different. I wasn't expecting to do that, and obviously it came late on the Saturday afternoon, and I was up the road anyway, so I was like, yeah, I can do it. I didn't need to take controller because they had CDJs already in there. I was already using CDJs in Pop World because that's what they had. So yeah, it was all good. Pop World itself, I thought was a really good gig. Loads going on. Obviously, you spent a good, what was it, 2 and a bit hours?
Yeah, thereabouts. Yeah.
Almost 3 hours, wasn't it? 3 hours.
Yeah, but probably closer to 3. Went by quick
Yeah,
though.
it did, and your eyes lit up because there was 2 very large confetti cannons on the corner of the DJ booth, which you very kindly continued to throw out confetti to everyone all night long.
Love that.
Yeah, there was confetti everywhere.
I was waiting for you to say it's okay to push the button. To be fair, I was itching for like 2 hours, and then you're like,
I know.
oh, then you went into a club set, and I'm like, here we go, here we go.
Yeah.
I was like your light tech as well, wasn't I? To be fair,
You did lights, and you did lights for me, and you did confetti, and yes, you did a lot of confetti. But listen,
I did 2 bags because I knew I weren't going to be able to do it again because they were closing. So I thought I'd do 2 bags.
Yeah, no big bags. But yeah, it was a good weekend. It was a good weekend. Lots going on. So yeah, so that's it. That completes this week's The Rundown. Thank you, Pro Mobile, for sponsoring The Rundown as always.
Yes, thank you,
John.
Pro Mobile.
I'm just going to take. Yeah, thanks, Pro Mobile. I'm just going to take a quick little break because I want to get my notes out ready because I want to discuss what we've been getting up to over the last year. So let's, as always, John, I'll see you
after the break.
Right. So, as always, I'd like to give you the option of having a little break because I know you like the.
Love
I'll
a break
see you after the break.
I love that. That's been going for a year now.
Listen, it's been going for a year. Listen, we've been doing this 52 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Our first ever episode landed on the 8th of August, 2024.
Yep, I was there,
and our yearly one, fun enough, also lands on the 8th of August, 2025. Now, people go, hold on a minute, how can it land on the same date? Listen, when we first started, and if people haven't listened for when we first started, we actually recorded on a Monday and we dropped the episode on a Tuesday. And we did that for around about 4 or 5 weeks. And I realized that this is just going to take me forever. Because the editing side of things was just an absolute pain at the beginning. I'm a lot better at it now. But at the beginning, it was just, I was up, we recorded in the evening, and then I was up to like 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, editing it all and uploading it ready for the next morning. And we just couldn't deal with it. So we moved it. And then we moved it to do it on the Monday and then drop it on a Friday, which has worked out a lot better for us.
I think so. I mean, I struggle to fit everything Groove Junction wise into my busy evenings as it is, because as people know, I don't really do a lot. I just kind of turn up and chat. To be fair,
yeah, you've got the best end of the stick, really, haven't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I mean, you know,
suppose so.
Well, I don't do anything, Matt. To be fair,
exactly my point.
I buy a couple of t-shirts. I buy a little bit of merch every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, okay, all right. Let's. I mean, look, we didn't start getting the merch until we got sort of established a little bit.
That's true.
And we didn't really get established until just before Christmas, realistically. But before we get into that, so just going back slightly, so our first episode that we ever did, right? And I don't know if anyone remembers it. Don't go and listen to it again. God, oh my God, it's like a car crash.
Yeah.
But anyway, listen, what we did was we went, let's have a great idea. Let's stream it on TikTok and record it at the same time and put it out as a podcast. Yeah, that's a really good idea. It might have been a good idea, but logistically, it was an absolute nightmare because it was so hard work because it's not relatable. You listen back to it at any time, you go, well, they're talking to people online who are engaging with them, having conversations with them. And anyway, it was a mess.
It was a mess.
So we pretty much canned that straight away. And we've been doing this interaction with guests for the last 52 weeks. How many guests have we had, John?
21 in total.
21 guests.
21 guests in the last year, yeah.
That's really good, isn't it, really?
Well, it's not as easy as just ringing someone up saying, hey, do you want to be a guest on the Groove Junction? It's not actually that easy. People think that, just ring them up, they'll drop in. We've had to sort of like reschedule people interviews around their busy calendars. So, 21 guests.
So before we get into the guests, what is your, like, from a DJ point of view, has there been anything that you felt that you've taken away from conversations that we've had, but also with what we've had with our guests that you've gone, actually, that's a really good thing. I'm going to use that when I do my stuff, or I'm going to do this because somebody else mentioned it. Is there anything that pops into your head?
There's not really that. There's been so many little golden nuggets, some proper Groove Junction goodies that have come out.
Hold on, let me find. Let me find the Groove Junction goodies. Oh, where is it now? See, look, I had it. Everything was in its place, and now I've gone all over the place.
It's the Groove Junction goodie.
There it is. Yeah, go on then.
I mean, some of the stuff we picked up off of other people, which was, oh my gosh, like Adam Snowball, when we was talking to him, some of the stuff he was saying, the technology he uses so that he's able to stream and the karaoke and all of that, and where he's and all, and I'm like, oh my god, so you just use that, and it's like, oh right, okay, so there's loads of little things from everyone, nothing I could really put my finger on and sort of say, look, that was that. But, what about yourself? Anything that just?
I think we'll probably get into it in a bit more detail, but I think the trilogy episode, of which was DJ 247. I think there was so much conversation within all three of those episodes. Any DJ would have taken something away from that conversation, which then probably leads me on to probably one of the best, but one of the most stressful episodes that we did is the one that we recorded with you, me, 247, and Funky T.
Yeah. At the retreat.
At the Pro Mobile retreat. That was, for a number of reasons. One, doing it was great that the four of us were together, but it became even more stressful because the just shy of 2 hours recording that we did was completely lost because none of the audio recorded. So we had to redo it again, which was slightly disappointing. Anyway, we're jumping. So there was basically what I'm saying. There was a load of great conversation and great takeaways from those episodes. I think that you could really go, I can use that within my business. I can use that within my DJing career.
Yeah, I mean,
which is probably another reason why 247 and his podcast is doing so well, because of the conversation and the points and how he puts the points across. They're doing so well. So
absolutely,
yeah.
I think one of the things that I've enjoyed with like all of our guests, and that is the first question you ever ask, and that is, you ever ask our guests, and that is, where did it all start? What put you on this path? And when you listen back to like the previous episodes and the start of someone's journey, you just think to yourself, oh my god. Now, I mean, I've referred back to our interview with Sophie Lou many, many times, and for me, that was one of the most that really got me. That one, I was like, my god, and it was a really good interview, whatever you want to call it, episode, and her story was amazing. Don't get me wrong, I've loved all of our guests, but that one sticks in my mind.
Yeah.
If I'm honest,
I think the first ever guest that we had on was one of our friends who is in America, DJ Sean Solo.
Yep, Sean Solo. He was our first ever guest. That was episode 3.
Yeah, he was. Episode 3, yeah. So Sean was on talking everything that he does out in the States and how he operates.
I mean, that was an eye-opener in itself. The difference that we charge over here and what they charge over there, but also the difference is the amount of time they spend DJing over there and the amount of hours we spend DJing over. So straight away, that interview with Sean Solo, I say he's across the water, big differences. I think that kind of opened our eyes a little bit.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me was the money side of things, because it was all sort of commissioned base with how he came up with the agreement with the venue that he would take a percentage of the bar takings.
That's it, yeah.
Or the door takings. I can't remember off the top of my head now, but
I think it was the door takings, because
he
wanted. I think it was because he said like he's trying to encourage people to come in because they put a cover charge on the door. That's right. I think that's what it was.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting one, and then we straight after Sean, we went into Brad BFP, producer and DJ, and after us discussing his musical talents and the amount of tracks that he's created, that he's got and he sat on. I think he's only dropped 2 songs since New Year. When we said to him, "You need to start dropping more,"
Yeah, we did
and
say that.
he's not dropped. He's not
Maybe we
dropped
should.
anymore.
Maybe we
So
should give him a little nudge.
let's give him a little nudge. I know. I say sort of giving a little nudge. I know he's currently sitting in Tenerife on his sun lounger. However, this Friday he's working with us on a silent disco. So we'll put a stop to that, and no doubt we can bend his ear to get him to start dropping some more tracks.
We'll do it. Do it.
Yeah, and then we had, and then like you said, we had then Sophie not so long after Brad, and so yeah, Sophie Lou's interview, and like I said on last week's pod, somebody commented on that episode only just last week.
Yeah.
And what Sophie stands for is a absolute breath of fresh air, as far as I'm concerned. She has really thought things through in a business way that I think she's just going to keep getting better and better. And anybody who hasn't followed Sophie, go and find Sophie Lou on Instagram, and she runs her own brand, which is called Real Not Perfect, and it does absolutely everything it says on the tin. And it's so good. And I only spoke to Sophie last week, and I said, look, we want to get you back on because
100%.
she has absolutely propelled from a year ago from when we last had her on. In fact, let's do it on the anniversary. Let's do it on the anniversary from the last episode to this episode.
Okay.
And get her on, because she was so good, and she has developed herself so well, and her brand, and she's been putting on some really big events up in Wolverhampton, up in the Midlands of the UK, and she's absolutely smashing it. So we're going to get Sophie back on, definitely.
Yeah, we'll do it. Absolutely. You know, I mean, we've had other guests on from the silent disco circuit as well, haven't we? I mean, we had DJ Taylor and James Levitt as well. You know, and they brought a lot to the table. You know, from the daytime gigging that they were talking about.
Yeah,
I think it was James that was talking about that, wasn't it?
Yeah, James has done a lot of that. I thought James's interview was really good, and I'm sort of just recalling them back in my head. I thought James's interview was really good, purely because of his background, his schooling, his love for music, and how he's continued, and it grew and it grew and it grew, and he got into the radio side of things. And that was a really nice interview to listen to somebody's journey that have from a schooling point of view, was put in a bit of a box of, well, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Well, I want to do this. And it was like, well, and I suppose a number of years ago, it was very much like that in schools. If you didn't fit the norm in the sense of an educational point of view, then you were sort of left to the side. And I think James's grasped what he loved from such a young, early age, and has continued and developed that, and it's now his full-time job. He does, that's his. Some of us, we do it as part-time. Some of us, it's just it's a hobby that we get paid to do, which we've discussed on the podcast, that terminology before. But he's doing it. It's his living. He's got a family, and he has to be out there doing that work. But he does it because he absolutely loves it, and he's been loving it from such an early age. So yeah.
Well, that's just a couple of our guests.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's quite interesting, actually, John, is listening to the stories, because there is a very same sort of pattern in relation to how people started at it, and roughly that age of when people started at it.
Well, you know what I mean. You say that. I mean, obviously, I know you done a write up in the Pro Mobile magazine, and your journey started at a very early age. With the telephone, headphones, and all of that sort of thing. So I think that my music, my love for music started, recording the top 40 charts with my dad and making sure that you hit pause before the DJ spoke and things like that when you had tape decks, So yeah, I think there's definitely an area of common. Well, what's I mean common? There we go. I don't know where I was going with that.
No, you're right. There is a commonality. There is a commonality with it, definitely.
That's it. I didn't know whether commonality was actually a word or not, or whether I was just making it up. But you've said it now, so it's got to be a word, isn't it?
You've done all right. You've done all right.
I've done all right.
And then we did, and then we had Steve Honeyball on, who is part of the Pro Mobile magazine, and we spoke to Steve just before we went off to the photo booth expo and the DJ event in London, where we went and interviewed quite a few people. We were like roaming reporters, weren't we, with microphones, and nearly got kicked out of a hotel because of it.
Yeah, the old security. They weren't happy with your interview with 247, were they?
No.
They weren't happy with that. But they let you finish recording it, which I thought was quite nice.
Yeah. So we spoke to Steve about that event, and then we obviously went down to PBX and the Photo Booth Expo, and then there was the We DJ event as well, and that's when I fell in love with the Alpha Theta AZ. Hence why I've got one now.
Nice.
I've said that a few times now, haven't I, about the AZ?
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a journey this year.
Yeah. You got it now, and it's working, so...
Yeah. Who else did we have? We had
we had our first instalment of 247 after that.
And episode 1, i.e. Star Wars.
Episode 1 of Star, that's the one.
Yeah.
So that was the first one, and I think we left. I think if memory serves me right, I think we left episode 1 with him telling us that he was going to do a massive event in Malta in an old water park. I think that's where we left that one. I think. And then
he mentioned in the first one he definitely mentioned all of the
right, okay,
the shenanigans that went on with his first big event that he ran in Malta. Yeah, that definitely happened.
Then after 247's first instalment, we had Scott Dewin. Now that was an interesting interview as well, because first of all, because Scott's an avid listener to the Groove Junction, and just before his interview, he was listening to the Groove Junction on the way back from a gig, and he ran out of diesel in his van because he forgot to fill up because he was listening. Do you remember that?
I forgot all about that, but now you mentioned it,
Yeah, he actually turned up to his interview with a jerry can. So, yeah, that was quite funny. So yeah, Scott, that was a good one. Who do we have after that? Oh, Scott Menham Entertainments.
Menham Entertainments, yes. We had Scott on. Another Scott down in the southwest of the UK.
I think, going back to your question you asked me, was there anything that actually stands out? Now I've mentioned his name. We call them selfie pods, you and I. We just call it a selfie pod. But he doesn't call it a selfie pod. He calls it an open air photo booth. Which I thought that I thought, you know what, actually I kind of like that. And I think somewhere in my, paperwork, I've probably used that phrase, to be fair. It wasn't trademarked.
Somewhere in your paperwork.
Somewhere right within the paperwork I sent out to my customers. I'm pretty sure I've used it as an open air. I think I'll have to double check that one. But yeah, I think so. TJ, we had TJ after. He was we had a chat with him. He was telling us all about his bits and pieces that he does, and all the, because he has loads of equipment, doesn't he?
He does. He has a lot of equipment. He does a lot of reviews for people. And what I like about TJ's content is that he tells a story, hence the Diary of the DJ, and that persona that he carries, or that side of the social media side of things that he's branded himself. He tells that story, and he made it clear that he was taking a bit of time off and stepping back slightly. But what I like and what I've seen recently is a lot more of those vlogs, those video diaries that he's been doing, which are really good. I like them. And it tells a really nice story, and it tells a story about what the mobile DJ goes through. I feel like a club DJ after last weekend, to be honest. Going into Potwell, just walking in with a USB stick, and then going on to the next gig with just a USB stick. But yeah, from a mobile point of view, it tells a story about what we have to do in the sense of that planning, that prep, taking the stuff, traveling to and from different locations, and the time it takes us to get to us. Because some of us do travel long distances to get to our gigs. So it shows that travel, it shows the setup, it shows what we're doing, and it paints a really nice picture, and he does it really, really well.
It does do well. It does do very, very well. I think one of his journeys was like a 5.5 hour journey to the venue, then do the gig, and then 5.5 hour drive back home as well. I think one of his latest ones. He come up here, didn't he, to East Anglia, and did a party. Was it Cambridge? It might have been Cambridge. I'm not sure.
He did one in Hertfordshire, around about half an hour away from me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like the story that he tells.
Absolutely. Adam Snowball, we did mention him just a little while ago. He came
Snowball Entertainment. Yeah. Adam and the karaoke. I mean, Adam is absolutely huge on TikTok, where he live streams his karaoke events that he does. Everyone knows that they're being live streamed, and what I like about it is he's progressed that in the sense of the equipment that he's using. He's using a multi-camera system where it's giving the viewer on TikTok a better experience, in my opinion. And Adam's doing it really, really well, and he's smashing that market up in the northeast of England. But yeah, the TikToks are definitely fun to watch. So if you've never gone and seen those, go and find Snowball Entertainment's on TikTok and go and watch those karaoke nights. They are good fun. They're good fun to watch. And I tell you what, if I ever had the opportunity to travel 4 hours to go to one, I would. But it's a long drive.
It's a long drive, especially as you can't sing, because I can't sing.
Hey, listen, speak for yourself.
Okay, well, we'll put it to the test one day, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Who else did we have on?
Oh, so we went into episode 2 of 247. Do you remember that one? Episode 2.
Strikes Back.
Yeah. And he was telling us again about all the different events he's done. I think that one was the one where he was doing all pop-ups through COVID and all that. I think that was that episode.
Yeah.
After 247, Sir Francis. Oh, Sir Francis. Yes.
Yeah, Sir Francis. Another member of TikTok royalty. Because he just gets the phone right, and right, this is what we're doing today, and But
it's funny. It's funny because in his chat, he said he started off doing it that way that you've just demonstrated.
Yes. Badly.
But then he was like, oh, maybe I should do it properly, and he did it properly. And he wasn't getting the likes and the views and the followers and all that. So he went back to how he was doing it before. And it's just propelled him. He's smashing it.
Yeah.
He went off to some private island, didn't he, to do a gig once? I think I remember. They flew him out there.
Recently he's gone. He went a very long way to go and do a gig. But yeah, he's someone else that I managed to pull on to the silent disco scene. He's done a couple for us, and he's doing a couple more. But yeah, no, it's good.
Lovely.
Good. And who was after that?
So after that, we had the episode 3 of 247.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. That was it. He put there, and then actually the next one, our next guest, Dom Play Sax.
Yes. Yeah, we've not had many non-DJs / producers on the podcast, and Dom was our first saxophonist on the show. That was interesting, and I liked the conversation with Dom around the interactions on how he works alongside DJs, what he would expect, and how the partnership should work on those big events. So that was good.
Yep. Now, this was a really good interview, all the way from the States. Jack Christian.
Jack Christian.
Jack Christian. Now, it's funny because Jack Christian, I've known Jack Christian for a long. Oh, I followed Jack Christian on TikTok for a long time, and the only way I can, someone say, "Oh, who's Jack Christian?" I say he's the one with the moustache.
Yeah.
He's actually English, and I think is it Texas?
Yeah, he lives in Texas. Born and bred in the UK, up in Coventry in the Midlands. And then he went over to the States, met a lady, settled down, had a family. And yeah, he's absolutely smashing the wedding market in Texas. And he does some great stuff on Instagram, some great stuff on TikTok. I think he might have been one of the first few DJs that started with the 360 camera very early on. I think he was one of the first.
Yeah, I have to be honest. I think that was one of my first questions to Jack was, how are you getting this footage? And that's when he told me about the 360 camera. And that was before I met you. I kind of like put it to the side. And then you showed me your 360 at the retreat, the first retreat. And that was it. I had to buy one.
Yeah, no. So I had a 360 camera for a long while, but I know Jack was one of the first, I think, on the social media front that was using it, and I still use mine. I used it at the weekend. Yeah, Jack Christian was a real good interview because it was a completely different insight from a wedding point of view that we do over here in the UK to what he does in the States. So yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Who did we have on after that?
So then we did the retreat, which we've already touched on with TJ and 247. Mike from Phase 1, he was next.
Yeah, so Mike was a really good interview because Mike sort of tugged on the heartstrings a little bit at the Pro Mobile retreat because he won Retailer of the Year for Pro Mobile and made a real good impactful speech which he created a video for because he wasn't able to get down south to get the award, but it was all around making sure that we utilize the DJ retail shops and start buying in the UK. And it was a really good interview, and it was a really good insight from Mike. So that was a good one. Yeah. Who do we have after that?
Dan Ross, and his he was talking about his CRM.
Yeah, so Dan was on. We need to get an update from Dan actually, so we'll get Dan back on. But Dan was talking about his CRM that he's created, all singing, all dancing. So I've not heard much on that, so we'll get Dan back. Go on.
Simon Bennett, our friend Simon Bennett.
Simon Bennett from Wolf Mix.
There it is. Yeah.
Product placement in the corner, Wolf Mix.
Yeah, I haven't got one in here.
So Simon's interview was really good, and what I liked about Simon's interview, it was really honest. It was literally to the point, and it just shows what you can do when you think about lighting and DJ lighting, and how simple it is for us DJs, the end user, to be able to press the buttons and do amazing stuff with lights purely because of the technology and the thought that he and his team have put into Wolf Mix. So that was a good one.
Yeah. After that, Jay Cunningham from JBL.
Yeah, Jay from JBL. So that was a good insight. Not so much around the JBL stuff because that's obviously how we met Jay. But it was more about Jay's career.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen so much. I don't think I've ever seen so much vinyl.
There was a lot. I'll tell you what, his vinyl collection and Mike from Phase 1's record collection, they could have a good fight off, I think.
I think you're right. there. After that, we had Dane Fox.
Dane Fox, from Coventry as well. Dane was talking about his business, yeah. Who else do we have?
And then Jason Fox.
The other Fox. Yeah, Jason Fox, not related at all. No. Actually live fairly close to each other in the Midlands. But yeah, Jason was talking about his event company and the work that he does with student unions. And that's all good. Yeah. We've had loads. It's been packed. It's been packed full of
very quickly, I'm going to quickly go through my notes, right? So if you've been paying attention in this episode, Matty, right? How many Groove Junction goodies have we had?
Groove Junction goodies.
Yep.
In this episode or in the
No,
entire thing?
In the whole year. How many? Bearing in mind that we didn't start them at the start, so roughly, I've only got four statistics here to read out to you very quickly.
Wow, I Groove Junction goodies. 20?
No. 7.
It's all there's been is 7.
Yeah,
Groove
because you're a
Junction
little bit stingy on the pushing the button.
Wow, I think
So,
I have to change that.
I think
too.
you're right. Right, I'm going to give you the numbers, and you've got to tell me what they relate to. 33.
33.
Yeah, 33. Very quickly.
I have no idea.
This is I'm just getting my own back for when you put me on the spot when you ask me questions that we haven't spoken about. So
I
this
wasn't
is just
even
like
expecting this. This has really stitched me right up.
yeah. So 33 countries that the Groove Junction is listed. So yeah, you knew that.
Yes.
Right. This one. We've already spoken about it on this episode. One. Tough one. We have spoken about it already. Bit of a car crash.
1 year old.
No, bit of a car crash.
Bit of a car crash.
Bit of a car crash. We only did one because it was a car crash. We only did the one.
Oh, the in person. The in person.
The TikTok one.
Oh,
the TikTok episode.
One.
Yeah.
It could have been in person. The one that we did.
That's not the statistics I've done.
Oh, right, okay.
Right. Now this is a tough one.
Oh, God.
Right. 13.
13.
Right, we're pressed for time, Matty, so I'm going to tell you the answer because you're never going to get it.
Yeah, go on.
13 is the number of holidays you've had in the last year.
No. Full of it. I've not had 13 holidays. Leave it out.
No, I don't know how many you've had, to be fair. But yeah.
All right,
there we go.
Yeah, it's been a great year. And it's great to reminisce over them. And I've not even really given. Even thinking back, like we didn't come up. We just went right. What's our list? Who have we had on? And just going back and listening and us talking about the guests that we've had on. Yeah, some good memories actually, and some really good conversations. Yeah. Love it. Thank you to our guests for coming on. Thank you to the audience who listen to us week in, week out. The 33 countries that we've been listened in to, which is great. Our second, in fact, I'm gonna quiz you. All right.
Oh, dear.
What are our top 5 countries that listen altogether to the podcast?
Okay,
Top
UK.
5 countries.
UK.
Okay, that's a given. Yes, UK.
Yeah.
That's number 1.
Okay, UK, Canada, America.
Not on the list. Canada is 7th.
Okay, Australia.
Not even close.
Okay, all right. France.
Australia. I'll tell you where Australia is. 22.
Oh wow. Okay, France.
21.
What?
You're
Germany.
not doing very well here.
No, I'm not doing very well at all.
Germany is number 5.
Oh, okay. Netherlands.
Netherlands is number 8.
Come on. Spain.
Oh, Spain is like.
What?
Hold on, Spain is.
Give us the first letter of the country then.
Oh, okay, right. Talking about it being all night. Okay, so you got UK.
Yeah.
And the US.
Yep.
Second one, or the third one in that queue.
Yep.
Begins with a I.
Ireland.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fourth one, go on, begins with an S.
S. So it's not Spain.
Not Spain.
Not Spain.
This is the last one because Germany was number 5.
Okay. S. Sweden.
It is Sweden.
Get me.
So it goes UK, US, Ireland, Sweden, Germany. That's our top 5 countries.
Wow.
So all the other countries that listen to us, the other, what we got? 28? Yeah, 28. you need to pull your socks up and start listening to more episodes. But yes, so our top 5: UK, US, Ireland, Sweden, and Germany are our top
Love it.
5 listeners out there.
Wicked. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you wherever you are in the wherever you are in the world, and you've been listening to us. Thank you for the support. It's definitely it warms my heart every time I look at it. And actually, it blows my mind actually to think that some countries are listening to it. But it's great. It's great that you like it and you're enjoying it. So yes, I think it's time for another break before we do our prize draw.
Okay. Oh, the prize draw. Let's make it a quick break then. All right.
All right. I'll see you
after the break.
Right, Johnny boy, welcome back. Let's get this going. So hopefully, by the powers of technology, if I share my screen, and then hopefully we will be able to get the wheel of Groove Junction. So we've got all of the people that have entered our prize draw. John, have you got a pen and piece of paper ready?
I have, my friend, as it goes. I came prepared.
Oh, lovely. That's great.
Right. I'm ready.
So,
Groove Junction winners.
So, okay. So our first prize on offer is a yearly subscription to the Pro Mobile magazine. Should we spin the wheel?
Yeah,
let's do it. Thank you, Pro Mobile, for sponsoring this first gift. And it is Max Entertainment. They have won the 1 year free subscription to the Pro Mobile magazine.
Brilliant. Love that. Well done. Congratulations.
Well done to you too. Second prize on the list, sponsored by DJ Kit, is the AK. Is it the AK? Professional.
Yeah.
AK Professional MPK Mini Compact Keyboard and Pad Controller. So this is for your budding producers out there. Let's see who the winner's going to be of this. So thank you, DJ Kit. And it is DJ Caru.
DJ Caru. How are you spelling that? Caru. There we go. Got it. There. Done.
Yeah, done. Excellent. Okay, great stuff. And our third prize, once again sponsored by DJ Kit, is the AK Professional LPD 8 laptop pad controller. Mm-hmm. Let's spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
The wheel is being spun. DJ Dave B1 is the winner.
Dave B1. Well done, Dave B1. Congratulations. Yeah. You won yourself an AK compact
professional LPD 8 laptop pad controller.
Yeah, well done.
Now we're moving on to the prizes donated by Phase 1. So Phase 1 have provided us with a Pioneer HDJ Q1 headphones. Let's find out who's going to be the winner. Thank you, Phase 1. It is Kev Hams DJ.
Kev Hams DJ. Well done. Congratulations.
Get a nice set of headphones. There you go.
Yeah, love that. Well done.
Okay, next we have I know you've been eyeing this up since it came to you, John. It is the Citronic laptop bag with USB ports. Let's see who's going to get this one. And the winner is DJ G Roy UK.
G Roy UK. Congratulations. I'm gutted because I really wanted that back.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Glenn, congratulations.
Well done, Glenn, for winning that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're moving on to the JBL headphones, the AKG headphones, which have kindly been provided to us by JBL.
Spin the wheel.
The wheel is being spun. And the winner is DJW.UK.
.uk. Congratulations, AKG headphones on the way to you, my friend.
That's it. Okay, next we have a pair of JBL 104BT speakers.
Lovely little
Spin the
speakers,
wheel.
these. Yeah, spin the wheel.
Nice
Lovely
little
speakers,
speakers,
these. Yeah, they are nice.
Menem Entertainment has
Scott.
won the speakers there. Yes, Scott.
Well done, Scott. Congratulations.
Yep. Right, now we're over to the DJ Superstore. They have kindly donated the Equinox Hornet light fixture. Let's see who's going to get this one.
It's a nice all-in-one light, this is, actually.
Spinning.
Spin the wheel.
Jules Vick.
Jules, well done, Jules.
Jules Vick has won the Equinox Hornet light fixture.
Wicked. Love that.
Excellent.
Well done. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Well done, Jules. And there's one more gift to go, which has been kindly donated by Wolf Mix. Now, Wolf Mix have donated this lighting controller as well as the application where you can go on and do the visualizer, which is all part of the prize. So thank you, Wolf Mix, for sponsoring this. And we're going to spin the wheel and see who's won the Wolf Mix. DJ John Lowe.
Oh, I thought that was me then.
No, it's DJ John Lowe. DJ John Lowe is the winner of the Wolf Mix.
Well done. Well done, John Lowe. Well done. Cracking prize.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, absolutely cracking prize. Yeah. So that completes all of the prizes. Both me and John would like to thank everyone that's donated. So Pro Mobile Magazine for donating, for JBL, DJ Superstore, Phase 1, DJ Kit, and lastly but not least, Wolf Mix, i.e. Wolf Mix Control, who have kindly donated the Wolf Mix and the visualizer package as well, which is absolutely great. Amazing. And we are delighted with all of these prizes. So we will contact you all in relation to the winners. That is, not going to contact everybody. We're going to contact the winners in relation to this, and we will get the stuff out to you as soon as we can.
As soon as we can.
Right, John. What a long episode. Loads. We've talked about loads. We've done the prizes. We've talked about what we've been getting up to. What you got coming up, mate?
Right, quite a busy week actually. To be fair, got a wedding on Thursday in Epping. I've got a silent disco in Bristol on Friday. I'm doing the Blue Channel 80s night double session. Looking forward to that. Never been to Bristol before, so really looking forward to that. Saturday, I have another wedding up in Harwich, and that's it. That's me done for the week.
Busy boy.
What about yourself?
Busy boy. Couple of silent discos. Silent discos are back and running. So we are, like I said, down in Bristol.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Saturday, I'm heading up to Nottingham and doing one at Nottingham Castle.
Oh, lovely.
So yeah, busy. As always. Look, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for watching. To those who have watched on YouTube and Spotify, it's great having you. It's great having the support. We've hit the year mark. We're going to continue going. You never know, we might hit 2 years if John's lucky.
You keep saying this, like, you know, applications are open for a new host and this, that, and the other, but you don't have enough time to go through the applications. So I'm quite safe.
Very true.
Yeah, I'm quite safe to be fair. We'll probably have this conversation in another year's time, but yeah, it's been a great year so far, Matty, my friend. It really has, and I've learned a lot. And you know, we're still friends. Winner.
Just it's all good. It's all good. On that note, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We love you all. Thanks for joining us and listening to us rambling on each week. And I hope it's been beneficial for some of you. But as always, I'm just going to sign off by saying we will see you same time, same place next week here on the Groove Junction. Isn't that right, John?
That is absolutely right. Until then, be safe, be lucky.
See you later.